I gotta ask. So, do you have perfect peace?
Perfect peace?
Yes.
I don't think I'll ever have perfect peace until I go to heaven, to be
A-
honest. But
a-
I would say, as far as in my personal life, yeah, I would say I'm pretty peaceful.
And why don't you have perfect peace now, right here on earth? Why do you believe you have to die before you can have perfect peace? When Christ said you can have it right now, He came so you can have perfect peace. Why don't you believe you can have it right now?
Well, I have perfect peace in the knowledge that I know that I believe in Christ, that I know where I'm going, that I know who actually holds my soul. I have peace in that instance. Now, we all have unrest. Sometimes it's like, how am I going to pay the bills? What am I going to do? There's terrible things happening in the world. How am I going to protect my family? So, I don't know if it's peace means, never having any trepidation about anything. But as far as
Yeah.
peace, as far as my relationship with Christ, I absolutely have peace there.
He,
But
he,
with other things, not all the
he
time.
said that if in perfect peace, you don't think about even those things. Don't think about what you're going to eat, what you're going to wear, where you're going to live. Don't think about tomorrow, yesterday. In perfect peace, it's impossible to think about those things because
Right.
he will provide for you. He will show you how to live on earth, make it, have a job, make money. But he tell you not to take any thought about those things. So because of time, let me ask, if you could have perfect peace right now, would you accept it?
Absolutely. Yes. And I need to start working on that.
Okay. So you will accept perfect peace if you can have it right now, this very moment.
Yes, I'll try.
You could, why don't you drop your anger so you can have perfect peace? Anyone that has anger would never have peace. Drop your
That's true.
anger and then you will have perfect peace right now.
All right. Dropped.
It's dropped
Consider
right
it
now.
dropped. Consider it dropped.
You want me to tell you how to drop it?
Hmm.
Have you heard, do you believe it's possible to overcome anger just like that and never experience anger again? It will be taken away from you. You believe that's possible?
I would say no. It's probably a work in process. You have to read the Bible a lot. You have to pray, and work on dropping it. I mean, you can resolve in the moment that you're going to drop it and then start working on it, but I don't think it could happen in the blink of an eye.
And why
Maybe it can.
not? And why not? Salvation is in the blinking of an eye. Why don't you believe?
That is true, actually. Well, maybe it is in a blink of an eye. You
Yeah.
convinced me.
um, may I tell you how?
Okay, go for it.
You got to forgive your mother. Your mother has recreated you in her image, and she has turned you away from your earthly father by playing victim and 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 made you angry, feel sorry for her, and you identified with her. And the moment you became angry at her because you didn't know how to handle that hell in her, you were a child, and your father were not able to protect you from your mother because he married his mother. He married a woman. All men hate their mothers and women, and so he ended up marrying the person he hated, and he was not able to protect you from her. Your mother could not help herself because her mother did it to her and her mother, and she's done it to you. And if you don't forgive her, you will do it to your child. You got to forgive your mother. Hey, mother, I'm sorry for resenting you. I realize now you can help yourself. I become like you. And when you apologize to your mother for resenting her, don't ask her to forgive you. You apologize for resenting her, and God will forgive you and give you perfect peace. He'll draw you to the kingdom and give you perfect peace. And forgive your father for not protecting you from your mother. He loved you. He just didn't know how to deal with your mother.
Well, I'm not going to go into any personal details,
Right,
but my mom didn't have to tell me anything bad about my dad. I was able to see it all in person. Again, I don't want to talk about this. I'm not going to talk about this, but
right.
my mom has, believe it or not, she actually never talked shit about my dad. In fact, sometimes I would tell her, well, why don't you like tell your side of the story? You just sit back and take it. So no, if anything, she didn't take up for herself enough. So I would never throw my mom under the bus like that. I have no resentment for her. She did everything for us, even despite the fact that
But
didn't
what you
work out.
didn't
But
know, what you didn't know growing up is that she was acting that way with you guys, but with your father, she was giving him hell.
No.
She was pretending that it was him, and he was angry too because he resented her. He never forgave his mother, so it was two devils married together fighting one another. And because you didn't see it, and I don't want to make you even see it now, but I want you to pay attention so that you can see what happened to you, so you can forgive her. She couldn't help herself, and your father could not help himself. And I promise you, without a doubt, when you can see what happened and you forgive them both by saying, hey, I'm wrong for judging you, because you're wrong for judging your father as well. Because as long as you judge your father, you would never know God. You'll know about him, but and knowing about God is not knowing God. You just have an idea about him. Ideas about God keep you away from God. You have to
Hmm.
drop all your ideas about God, and then you will come to know him through understanding. But look at it, and I don't blame you for not wanting to put all your personal business out there like that. But you need to look at it so you can forgive your mother for setting you up and turning you against your father, and forgive your father for not protecting you from her. He loved you. He just didn't know how to deal with your mother, and that's why he was so violent against your mother. Meaning that whatever happened happened, right? Because he didn't know how to deal with the hell in her because he never dealt with the hell in his own mother.
Okay. Well, there was a lot of actual. This was like law enforcement. Okay. This has nothing to do with. I actually don't. No,
Right.
I would never insult my mother.
How would
You
you
can
be
tell
insulting her
it's
by
easy. It's easy to know what is good and what is bad. It's easy for me to see, even as a child, to see, well, this is good and that is bad. So my mother has been nothing but amazing, and she just happened to get with a bad person. You can admit that sometimes a husband is just a bad seed. They're simply a bad person, and I'm not saying that because she ever told me that. I'm saying that because of what I saw with my own eyes. A lot of deep seated issues that, if I could come here with receipts, it'd blow your mind. But no, I that's not the case at all. So I mean, I'm able to have eyes. I can see the truth myself. And I
not
don't
really as
ever think
kids, you
about
don't
that. Yeah.
see it. You see it as kids, but you don't understand it. And eventually, the trauma of what's happening in the home with the father and the mother traumatize the children, and you can no longer see reality of what's going on. But let me ask: have you forgiven your earthly father?
Sure. I never think about him.
Have you forgiven him?
No.
And so, how would God forgive you if you don't forgive him?
Well, I guess that's what separates God from man,
No, but how? What the? How would God forgive you if you don't forgive your father?
because God is agape. God is all powerful. He's God when we're earthly people.
But he said you would never be able to enter into the kingdom of heaven until you go and forgive.
Well, I'll work on that.
Okay. Look at it and see if it's true. Don't let the devil tell you, oh, you can't do that, right? Look at it.